Wish Middle Tennessee to help grant life-changing wishes for local children battling critical illnesses. When you donate gently used clothing and household items, you're giving more than stuff. You're giving hope. Every donation helps Make-A-Wish bring joy to a child right here in Middle Tennessee. Drop off donations today at the new location in Murfreesboro at the corner of Middle Tennessee.
Good Neighbor Events is brought to you by the law.
This is Chip Walters, and I'll have Middle Tennessee football and basketball games for you right here.
MTSU Sports on WGNS AM, FM, online.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
We're the Good Neighbor Network, FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, audio and video streaming at wgnsradio.com. This is the Roundtable. A look at the news, views, politics, and people that are shaping Rutherford County.
Good morning, everybody. Johnny B is back with you and thrilled to be so. And Brian, when I guess Avent was here the last couple of weeks filling in and all that, did y'all explain to the folks why I was not here?
We did say that it wasn't like the Jimmy Kimmel situation or anything. Yeah, there was a little explanation, although we made sure not to say anything that you hadn't already said on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
You know, just to be respectful.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. But for those of you who might not know, on Labor Day, I took a really scary fall from a teak tree over a river, and not at the point I wanted to jump out of the tree, and hit some.
You were jumping out of a tree?
Yeah, I was. Yeah. Good, but 9 fractured / broken bones later, I'm healing well, up and going, and feeling good. I'm really encouraged. Wasn't sure there for a while.
So everything's healing.
Yeah.
What was the worst part of it? The ribs or the?
The ribs were the most painful, only because I had the arm in a sling, and as long as I didn't move it, because of the broken scapula back here, it was not that uncomfortable. But if I tried to, move it, it would. But the ribs, you can't sit down, get up, roll over, turn, do anything, and there's not a thing they can do for them. So, but this is twice now I've broken 5 ribs in an accident. Well, actually, it's twice I've broken 9 bones in an accident.
Yeah, I remember the last one.
The bicycle wreck in 2014, I think.
You were doing the radio show then too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was crazy.
I remember that.
It's like my kids say, Dad, you can hurt yourself before we can stop you. But my 2 daughters now, they share in complicity in this, because as I was going up the tree, I got to a spot
that is a new part that I haven't heard.
I got to the spot I always jump from. We've all walked up. You can literally walk up the trunk of this tree because it's about a 45-degree angle.
Apparently we all can't.
I no longer can. I get to the spot I want to jump from, and they say, "Go higher, Daddy, go higher." So I step around a limb that's coming straight up, and then I grab another one with my right hand for balance, and it snaps right off, and I follow it right in. So
normally when you fall,
they better count their lucky stars. I'm gonna make it through this.
Yeah.
I would have haunted them badly.
Normally when you fall into the river, though, it's water. But
I know.
Apparently where you fell, it wasn't.
No, we're going to go back down there this weekend and just look at that spot where I fell, because I actually swam, but I knew something was wrong immediately, because when I turned, I knew it was wrong when I hit. I mean, It hurt like heck, and I knew I was hurt, but I didn't know how badly. So I got myself kind of positioned and turned around to start back towards the pontoon boat, and as soon as I tried to raise this right arm to swim, wouldn't happen. So I swam back on my back all the way. But I swam it back and climbed up the ladder and everything. But and my back was just scraped and bloodied and bruised. And then that's when they went, oh, my dear. So, but I want to go back. It was either, well, not either. It could be both. You know, this tree is alive. It's still living, although it's at this incredible angle. And it's part of the branches go down into the water. If it's either part of a submerged part of the same tree or some other floating wood debris or logs that were there. And so it may not be the same when I go back this weekend to check it out. But we want to go back down there and just look at exactly where I fell and see if we can figure out what I did hit. But I don't know if it'll, you know, with currents and this flow, and it may all be changed, but we'll see.
Well,
but one of those memorable. It made a memorable Labor Day.
So you are, what, 19 days into this? Because Labor Day was the first, right?
Yeah, and I'm much farther along than they first told me I would be in terms of weeks to healing and use of this arm, and so I'm very encouraged. And
well, I saw you doing a live video the next week.
Yeah, I was. It was hard.
And no sling and anything, and I thought, wow, that's amazing. I'd take the
sling off, and I would have to, you know, get this arm around the guitar, and then once I got it in position, I could just rest it on the guitar, and I could play okay. But it was just the positioning to get there was a little problematic.
Oh yeah, I heard a few words. Yeah, you were encouraging yourself. Well, good to have you back.
So we'll sing about. Although all that happened,
it may be the makings of a new song.
Well, it may be.
The time I broke 9 ribs
Johnny
for the second time.
Johnny B flies from a tree. Well, although I've suffered, despite this unfortunate mishap, my love for the Caney Fork River and living there hasn't changed, nor my sentiments in this song I wrote when I moved there in 2016. Life is better on the Caney Fork. And Brian, if you ever frequent my place, I hope you will, you'll see this on a big long wooden piece of wood. These words carved in that piece of wood is above. It was there when I bought the house, above the front door. Mm-hmm. Are these words: life is better on the Caney Fork. And so that's what
inspired the song.
That's it. Actually my oldest daughter Katie started the song. She wrote like the first couple of lines and then handed it off to me. So she was one of the 2 daughters yelling, "Go higher, Daddy," by the way. But life is better on the Caney Fork. Well, meet me on the river, baby, I'll be there on the Caney Fork, I ain't going nowhere. I got beer and a boat and 2 old dogs, living on this river is high on the hog. Just a little south of Sparta where old Cane Creek flows into that lazy river where I dip my toes. And day or night, come a rain or shine, I'm on that river or it's on my mind. Yeah, life is better on the Caney Fork, leave your cares behind and your wine uncorked. The sweet winding river will carry you away, and just like me, you're gonna wanna stay forever and a day. Come sunset, we'll sit on the old porch swing, listening to the crickets and the froggies sing. As lightning bugs sparkle in the trees, our hearts dancing too with the evening breeze. When you first see the moon and the stars so bright, you'll never want to see again those city lights. Yeah, once the Caney Fork has captured your soul, ain't no place on earth you'll ever want to go. Yeah, life is better on the Caney Fork, leave your cares behind and your wine uncorked. The sweet winding river will carry you away, and just like me, you're gonna wanna stay forever and a day. That crystal green river, it winds and winds. If you drive by 40, you'll cross it 5 times. But But it ain't on the highway you want to be. It's on that river where no road you see. Yeah, life is better on the Caney Fork. Leave your cares behind and your wine uncorked. The sweet winding river will carry you away. And just like me, you're gonna wanna stay forever and a day. Yeah, life is better on the Caney Fork. Leave your cares behind and your wine uncorked. The sweet winding river will carry you away. And just like me, you're gonna wanna stay forever and a day. Oh, forever and a day. Yes, forever and a day. I said forever and a day. Hee-haw! Life is better on the Caney Fork. I wrote this song back in 2012. We were talking about the other mishap I had back in 2014 when I got a real knack at injuring myself, folks. I had a really bad bicycle accident up out here on Broad here in Murfreesboro, and I broke 9 bones that time. It's like I did here on Labor Day this time. But before that, I was pretty regular on my bike and loved it, and it was a great exercise. And I was riding one day, and behind the, what's the road over there behind the golf course? Stones River Golf Course, doggone it. It escapes me. I apologize. But there's either a Baptist church or a primitive Baptist church over there. It was a regular route I took. And they were really good at having these really neat, pithy sayings, inspirational sayings, sometimes humorous, inspirational sayings on their church sign out there. And I was riding by, and I saw these words: "If you're in a rut, quit digging." And I went, whoa. I've been inspired to write songs many times by a catchy phrase, which would hopefully turn into a catchy title. And so I said, these folks have written a brand new colloquialism. And so the way I went about writing the song was to go on the internet, Googling and doing those things, and looking up every famous colloquialism, pithy saying, whatever term you want to apply to that concept of clever sayings, famous sayings, clever sayings. Yeah, I think I used those search words too. And so I came up with several, and some I had to modify, and I had to create some brand new ones to make this song work. It was quite a challenge. All the materials I went through to glean it down to this, and then fix it with some of my own, so that it would work as a song. So, in 2012, I wrote the song, "If You're in a Rut, Quit Digging." But if you're in a rut, quit digging. If you're out of sorts, get in it. If you're down and out, get up and in. It's time, my friend, to sink or swim. Quit stewing, you can do it. Get to it. Well, if you're bummed, stressed, freaked or burned, or any old out that makes you churn, if you're at rock bottom or in the dumps, if you're on the ropes or took some unfair lumps, 3 words for you: get over it, that'll do. You know it takes more muscles to frown than smile, so don't waste muscles on a worthless scowl. Down in the mouth is dumb times 3. Don't cop no attitude with me. Fit to be tied, ain't a bona fide. So what if you zigged when you should have zagged? Unzig the zig and re-zag the zag. If you gum the works, degummify. Find the fix and not alibis. Just do what it takes and everything's jake. Yeah, it's time to live without excuse, to take the blame without a ruse. Accept responsibility. Drop the yada 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 and po me. Can the trash talk just walk the walk? And quit selling short when the price is you. Quit looking down, there's a better view. If you're at wit's end, begin again. Forget cop out, don't think cave in. Just win the struggle, and Bob's your uncle. And if you bit off more than you can chew, just spit it out and try something new. On sour grapes, no longer dine. If you're in a pickle, hop out of the brine. Wipe the egg off your face, ain't no disgrace. Redo. Oh, you're always close, but no cigar. The short end of the stick is where you are. It may be because you act the fool and get your dander up instead of staying cool. Take a step back, don't blow your stack. Never. So if you're in a rut, quit digging. If you're out of sorts, get in it. If you're down and out, get up and in. It's time, my friend, to sink or swim. Quit stewing, you can do it. Get to it. Quit stewing, you can do it. Get to it. I said quit stirring, you can do it, get to it. One more time. I said quit stewing, you can do it, just get to it. If you're in a rut, quit digging. Good words though, folks. I think all of them are true. This is a song I wrote just a couple of years ago. And it's very similar to a Roy Clark song, which y'all may catch on here at the end. We'll talk about that for a second. The Things That I Must Say, 2023. It broke my heart back in the day when you went away. I didn't see any way I could go on. It's true, we were just kids, but it was real and not pretend. And for years and years I've wondered where you've been, till I had given up all hope. 'Twas the only way I could cope. I swore I'd never think of you again. Yet there were times when I still dreamed that you'd come back. So real it seemed, and we were at last together forevermore. Incredibly, my dream came true. Here we sit, and I'm looking at you. I'm so amazed, I cannot believe my eyes. 5 decades we were apart. Now my emotions flood my heart and bring to my lips the thoughts that I must say. Thank God I don't look as bad as you. You'd be the star attraction in our zoo. If ugliness were a crime, you'd get the chair. What the heck happened to your face? It's scarier than the world's arms race. I'll bet when you're sick, your kids, they call the vet. And what's with all that sagging skin? You best stay in and out of the wind. Lest them sags slap you plumb to death. I'm so happy my conscience is clear, knowing my dream was a nightmare. So don't let the door smack your Goodyear blimp on your way out. The song it reminds me of is Roy Clark's "Thank God in Greyhound, You're Gone." And let's turn from that and do a serious love song I wrote in 2011. A sad love song, but a genuine one, and not comedic, not novelty. But let me check a little tune in, folks, if you don't mind. I'm gonna capo up on this, and so I can play it in the key of F. Okay. You've still got a heart to break. Hey, Lee Hal Alexander. I texted you a happy birthday. You've not responded yet. Was I mistaken? Huh? Several folks following on Facebook live stream. We'll recognize you folks here in a little while. But the idea behind this song is, of course, I obviously being a male, I write it from the male perspective, but it could be, this is one that's gender neutral in my opinion. It could be sung as a man or as a woman. The singer is someone whose heart's been broken so bad because he or she lost, not by death, but by breakup or divorce, the love of his or her life, so they thought, and can now no longer put themselves in a position to have their heart broken again. Although, ironically and a little bit perhaps contradictory, the singer doesn't believe his or her heart could ever be broken again. And so even though he or she are out seeing others now and trying to forge a brand new and different and pretty stilted and unorthodox and unfair relationship, they're in this song trying to make this new relationship partner understand why they are the way they are. You've still got a heart to break. Thank you, Lee. Okay, I think I got it back. You ask me why I have to be so indifferent and cold when you love me so and know that I want you. Why don't I grasp the life you offer, the love that's right there in my hands? For so smart a man, why am I such a fool? You say it breaks your heart to see me ruined by a past romance. You cry knowing that I have no tears to shed. You can't understand why I'm never lonely at all, That's 'cause you still got a heart to break. You can't comprehend how I can be so close yet far away. I'm so unfeeling when I hold you in my arms. Why do I refuse to see I could be happy and free? How can I be so empty with all my charms? You say it breaks your heart to see me hardened by a past romance. You cry knowing that I have no tears to shed. You can't believe a heart like mine can go on beating at all. That's 'cause you've still got a heart to break. Darling, you've still got a heart to break. And there you have it. You've still got a heart to break. Oops, capo off here. As with If You're in a Rut, Quit Digging, I wrote what I consider another song of encouragement and a song to motivate. We'll see what you folks think about it, but wrote this a couple of years ago, 2023, and I believe this came from at least a part of another saying I saw on a church sign, which created a spark in my old dusty songwriter's mind, or songwriter mind. Sorry, folks. I tune because I care. The song's entitled "You'll Never Have This Day Again," and those words are unambiguously and irrefutably true. Every day that passes, that day is gone forever. So cherish each day and make each day good and make each day count. And let each day of your life be one of fulfillment, accomplishment, but service to others as well. So, you'll never have this day again. 2023. When you woke up this morning, what's the first thought that crossed your mind? Was it, I don't want to get up, I just want to take my time? Or was it, oh, I gotta hurry, got some important things to do? Hope you don't mind me suggesting what may be a brand new thought for you and me too. You'll never have this day again. It'll soon be over and forever end. So in everything you put your hand to, honor the Lord in all you do, 'cause you'll never have this day again. Hurry equals worry, ain't you yet figured that out? Trying to win the rat race is always the wrong route, you see now. So when you sit and ponder what life's about, here's a thought for you. Think about what you're put here for and what you're called to do. You'll never have this day again. It'll soon be over and forever end. So in everything you put your hand to, honor the Lord in all you do, 'cause you'll never have this day again. Once you apply this simple lesson, everything will fall in place. Regret and guilt will be no more. You'll never have to plead your case. You'll know contentment like you've never known, and that the Lord is proud of you. And you'll be amazed at all the folks you meet who'll want to know that too. Yes, you'll never have this day again. It'll soon be over and forever end. So in everything you put your hand to, honor the Lord in all you do, 'cause you'll never have this day again. No, you'll never have this day again. Hear me now. You will never have this day again. Thank you, folks, and we'll be right back.
We're News Radio WGNS 100.5, 101.9, 1450. Online and on your phone at wgnsradio.com.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
Get ready for an unforgettable night and support First Shot. Autumn at the Alley is coming to Oakland's Mansion Tuesday, September 24th from 6 to 9 p.m. Sip on fine bourbon, wine, and spirits, enjoy premium cigars, and feast on incredible food from the Alley on Main, all while enjoying live music under the stars. Proceeds benefit First Shot's Academic All-Stars and Send the Kid to Camp programs. Find out more on their Facebook page and through Eventbrite, Autumn at the Alley, September 24th.
Are you tired of feeling like just another number with your insurance provider? At Rayburn Insurance Agency in Smyrna, Agent Rick Hall prides himself on offering personalized service that puts you first. Every client's needs are unique. From personal home and auto coverage to tailored business insurance, Rick Hall's got you covered. Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency in Smyrna, where you're more than just a policy number. You're a neighbor.
Good Neighbor Events is brought to you by Old National Bank, the law offices of John Day, and AmeriCare Pest Control.
This is a paid legal ad.
I'm Attorney John Day. Many lawyers are quick to say that they'll take the insurance company to court for you. But how do you know if the lawyer is an experienced trial attorney? Ask them if they're certified. And in order to be certified, you have to have tried a lot of cases, taken a 2-day test, and get recommendations from judges and other lawyers. My wife Joy and I are both certified as civil trial specialists, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
WGNS encourages you to shop local. Oh, if you're new to town and want to learn more about the history of this community, you need to be at the one-room Ransom Schoolhouse this Saturday morning, anytime between 9 and noon. Just drop in, and members of the Rutherford County Historical Society are there to answer your questions and tell you more about local history. It's all free. Ransom Schoolhouse is at 717 North Academy Street. Oh yes, some great farmers markets in the area. The old one is the Rutherford County Farmers Market. They're celebrating their 50th anniversary this year. Congratulations. That's over at the Lane Agri-Park on John R. Rice Boulevard. And only local farmers are involved in this market. It's every Tuesday and Friday morning, 7 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon. And Main Street Murfreesboro has a farmer's market on the square, Saturdays from 8 until noon, all around the square. At the same time in Smyrna, there's one going on at the train depot. Same time, 8 until noon, Saturday. For now, those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
Rutherford weather.
For this afternoon, we'll have sunny to partly cloudy skies with high temperatures into the lower 90s. For tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 63. I'm meteorologist Michael Carroll from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center. Currently 65 degrees.
Broadcasting from the Middle Tennessee Electric Studios, MTE has provided light, comfort, and connection to our community since 1936. As your trusted energy advisor, MTE is always here to help. Connect online or download the My MTE app.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
Are we back? Oh, Lordy. I barely made it, Brian.
Catches you by surprise every time, doesn't it?
Every time. I'm a little slow on the uptake. What can I say? Brian was just showing me the demolition of that Hartsville cooling tower for the nuclear plant that was never finished or ever operated there. And when was that thing built then? Do you remember?
Oh, gosh. I'll have to look. I'm sure it was in probably 70s if I remember right. But
yeah, that was pretty incredible. What's that called when they implode it like that?
Implosion.
Isn't there a term for that type of... I think I've heard a term for that. Because they do that. You know, you've seen buildings when they, which we were talking also, it's oxymoronic. Raise a building by blowing it up with these perfectly placed and sequenced explosions that will bring it straight down in its own little...
I mean, that was a really cool video because, I mean, it came down in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
540-foot tall cooling tower.
Wow. Incredible.
I don't see exactly when, but 1975. Construction started in 75.
75.
Yeah.
You called it, Brian. Once again, you're correct.
So 50 years old.
Wow. Well, folks...
glad we don't blow up other things that are 50 or older.
Me too. If that was the case, I've been gone a long time ago. And the event would have gone even before me. But not by that much. All righty. So, Brian, I was, since we sang a more serious-minded and song of encouragement, or at least acknowledgement, since we're on that serious vein, I'd like to do this song that I didn't get to the last time I was here and I was doing original music, but I need to give you some background to this song, folks. It's called On the Other Side. And I'm really proud of the song, but the Lord deserves the credit for inspiring it. My baby brother, David, he's the youngest of 4 siblings. Has been the first to pass away. He passed away when he was only 59 years old, but David and I grew up singing together, and once we really got into Marty Robbins music and others, we would do a lot of engagements and gigs, whatever you call them, and always entertaining for the family around the holidays. And we've got a couple of really good videos have been preserved of David and I singing back in the day. And here's the thing about my brother David, God rest his soul, miss him so much. Boy, we sounded good. It was all because of him. To this day, and I've sung with a lot of people, I've never encountered anyone that had the harmony ear, or the ear for harmony, meaning they could hear the harmony on every note of a song. As the lead singer would sing it, he could hear and sing the harmony, even without rehearsal, as long as he was familiar with the song. And he always sang the harmony. He's like Phil Everly of the Everly Brothers. Don Everly always sang the lead. Now, whether it was because, like me, Don couldn't sing harmony, didn't have that harmony ear or not, Phil always sang the harmony, and my brother David always brought the harmony. It could be high, low, break into falsetto, you name it. And he had a much superior voice to mine. He's a great lead singer as well, but he was very content and happy to sing the harmony. And he did it so beautifully. And there was this sixth sense. We just sensed what each other were going to do in the song. And when we were going to clip a phrase, move to the next line, hold, stretch out a note or two, and oh God. So, but that's important to know, because at the end of the song, there's a line I think, even if I say so myself, is moving to me and somewhat clever about that aspect of the harmony. But so wish he was here right now to sing with me. But I passed away when he was 59 from cancer, and I spoke the eulogy at his funeral, and I read this poem called On the Other Side. But it was many, many years later that I decided to put this poem to music and make it a song. And that's where I give the Lord credit for inspiring and helping me to do that, as he did with the original poem. So, On the Other Side, dedicated to my baby brother David. God rest your soul, bro, and I look forward to seeing you like this song talks about. Thank you, Brian. I'll see you, brother, on the other side, where you will lead and be my guide down shady lanes and quiet walks. We'll stroll along and laugh and talk. You'll answer all my whys and whens, for you'll be my big brother then, because you have gone on before. You'll show me all I have in store. On the other side, that's where we'll be together for eternity, freed from the side where life must end, safe on that side where life begins. You'll show me why there are no tears, no pain, no worry, and no fears. And when at last I understand, you'll tell me all that you have planned. How all your buds will be there soon to listen to you sing your tunes with the sweetest notes you've ever sung. Forever happy, forever young. On the other side, that's where we'll be together for eternity, freed from the side where life must end, safe on that side where life begins. And I'll join in and sing with you, just like the way we used to do. But then you'll grin and wink at me, for I can finally sing the harmony. On the other side, that's where we'll be together for eternity, freed from the side where life must end, safe on that side where life begins. Yes, on the other side, that's where we'll be together for eternity, freed from the side where life must end, safe on that side where life begins. Amen. Miss your brother. God bless you. As he is doing, I know that for sure. I had another scary time physically in terms of being at a precarious point in my life when my very existence was up in the air and in doubt. And following an appendectomy, emergency appendectomy, I developed a bowel obstruction, which landed me in St. Thomas Midtown Hospital in Nashville for a week of intensive care. And it's quite the ordeal. Kids were there worried. I had lost during the days following the appendectomy so much weight, and I was so sick. Finally, one night, couldn't take it anymore. My oldest daughter, Katie, and her husband took me to the emergency room there because I was at their house that night, and in Nashville. And it was a tough week, and had tubes in me in all kind of places. And I'll never forget, it was Wednesday of that week, because this was late October, maybe actually crossed in from October to November of 2019. And I hit the lowest point that Wednesday night when I became convinced that I would never see another Thanksgiving with my children, another Christmas with my children, and I would never see another New Year. But the Lord, in His infinite mercy, reached down, not just touched my soul and my heart, but touched my body and healed me. And I actually did have Thanksgiving with my kids that year, and I was able to eat a few bites. Had Christmas, and then I saw the new year of 2020 in, and that's when I was inspired by the Lord to write this song, which I think is so true for many of us out there. I think some of you folks, maybe several of you dear folks, will relate to it. It's called Lord, Thank You for the Time, because you know, we don't know how much time we have. The Lord knows, we don't. And people's lifespans vary so much. It's always just been an enigma to me, and I'm still oddly fascinated by some people dying in childhood, some as teenagers, some as young adults, some as older adults, some as mid-age. And then these folks that live way into their 90s, sometimes even crossing that 100-year threshold. There seems to be no rhyme nor reason for it to me. But what it means is, just like you'll never have this day again, every day is precious, and even if our life ends earlier than would be normal, ordinary, or what we would hope for and expect, and our loved ones would hope for, expect, the time the Lord gave us until He took us home is still precious time that we should be thankful for, and not have that obscured by the fact that we didn't live as long as we wanted to. Thank the Lord for each day and each moment He gave us. So Lord, thank You for the time. 2020. Another year has come and gone, and Lord, You've blessed me once again to see another whole year out. This life on earth is but a mist, so I yearn to make it last, because it goes so fast. Until those golden stairs I climb, Lord, thank You for the time. Those times with Mom and Dad, they were such precious times we had, time with brother, sister too, time with my love, oh so true, time with all my kids, time with my friends and all my kin. Lord, thank you once again. And till those golden stairs I climb, Lord, thank you for the time. Amen. Lord, thank you for the time. And this song title was actually given me one of my dear friends and Facebook followers, and as a title to a song, I was able to, in 2021, use it to create a song with this title. And of course, all I had was the title, so I tried to write what would be the story behind it, the theme of the song, and what came to my mind is, as long as there's a tomorrow is the title. It came to my mind is would be a mate singing to his mate once they've passed on, and how he or she's gonna live on as long as there's a tomorrow, but remembering the blessings of relationship he or she had when the mate was still living. As long as there's a tomorrow, I'll live on with dreams of yesterday. They'll bring peace in my sorrows and a light to show the way. I never dreamed on our first date I'd find an angel as my soulmate, or of the life and love together we'd come to know. And on that wondrous day we wed, I could not imagine the wonders ahead, or that a love that was so perfect had room to grow. But grow it did in every way. It was fresh and new every day, and we marveled at the joy each passing year would bring. Our love you never did forsake, nor ever cause my heart to break, till you were taken away, and with you everything. But as long as there's a tomorrow, I'll live on with dreams of yesterday. They'll bring peace in my sorrows and a light to show me the way. When you last clung so tight to me, our hearts alive as they could be, we were never closer than when I last held your hand. And as you saw, even the pressure upward I turn. So I'll live on with dreams of yesterday. bring peace in my sorrows and a light to show the way. They'll give me peace in my sorrows and a light to show me the way. And folks, that wraps up our show for today. Thank you all so very, very much. Johnny B signing off.
Subscribe to Big G TV, local content that matters to Rutherford County.